for your journalistic pleasures. My life story.
So, how long have you been dead?
The year was 1910. My business was desire.
Let me introduce you to Mr. Lestat de Liancourt.
I know who you are, sir. We're destined to be very good friends.
I'm assuming you only met at night.
It's New Orleans. Days are for sleeping off the previous evening's damage. That's your thing, then? You like to watch?
I've been watching you for some time now. I can swap this life of shame. Swap it out for a dark gift.
Let the tale seduce you, just as I was seduced.
There was a boy.
He was my murderer, my mentor, my lover, and my maker.
A very strange, enchanted boy.
It was as if I could finally receive the secrets of existence.
Your eyes, like a church window.
I was not yet ready to hunt, but desperate to feed.
It's best to let the food come to you.
You're not welcome in this home.
This is how it has to be.
I don't want to kill people.
You're a vampire.
I could not save myself, but I could save her.
She'll be what? A daughter.
We're a family.
She is poisoning you against me.
You two have each other. Who am I supposed to love?
This is not a life! You took my life!
We'll be together 10,000 nights, 100,000.
Ready to begin the adventure of our lives. My companions in immortality.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I am Heather Hurt with the NRW, where Nerds Rule the World, and I'm here with Kalyne Coleman. That is how you say your name, correct?
It's Kalyne Coleman.
Kaylin, I super apologize.
That's
Kaylin
okay.
Coleman, who plays Grace de Pointe de Lac
Yes, that's correct.
in AMC's Interview with the Vampire. And thank you so much again. Thank you so much for your time. Today, we are going to just want to learn more about you.
Really?
So tell me, were you a fan of the book or the film prior to getting the role?
So actually, this audition came to me on a very busy weekend. As far as I had 4 or 5 auditions that I needed to get done. I was both grateful and overwhelmed. And this entered my inbox, I think on a Saturday, a year ago. And I said, what is this? What is Interview with the Vampire? And it resonated in my memory, but I was like, what is this? I started reading the character description, then I read the script, and I did not put that thing down. Read it from top to bottom. I called my friend. I said, we're putting this on tape tonight, because I fell in love with the character and the world Rollin had created through Anne Rice. And I have become a huge fan and respect wholeheartedly Anne Rice's legacy, the character she creates, her personhood, her resilience, her story. I've listened to the book. I've listened to many interviews. So I'm now very familiar. But when I first started, I didn't know much about it. And now I watched the movie too. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, have you seen the movie?
I did. I also watched the movie too. I was like, all right. And listen, I was closing my eyes sometimes. And I was like,
where the show is just slowly getting into the violence. Are you getting okay with that?
oh yeah. See, because that's the interesting thing. Being a part of it, I can actually see it differently. Because I know the people, I know sort of like a little bit more about the movie magic involved. There's still some moments where I'm like, but overall, I can totally watch it, and it's also exciting.
I know. I haven't seen the 3rd episode yet, but
okay.
With what happened at the end of the 2nd.
Oh. Okay, so you're in for a roller coaster ride.
So you are, as you were mentioning, the character is very well rounded. You are literally playing the sister of one of the most famous vampires in cinema history. How did that feel?
Wow, that question just made me emotional. I feel grateful. I feel so honored. I think one of the things that I loved about the book is that, his family is within that. And the journey with his sister is within that. And what Roland does so beautiful is really take a deep dive into that relationship so you can really see what Louis is missing and what he's yearning for when he lets go of his humanity. And it has been like my greatest honor to play this role. This is my first TV role, and to have it be something so tremendous is God, okay? Is my ancestors and angels looking out for me, because it has been a beautiful experience.
Wonderful. And the show's getting rave reviews, so congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I want to talk about the show just a little bit. One of the main themes of the show is the honesty about the South in the early 1900s. Yes. How important is it for you as an actor to play in a show that talks so openly about sexuality and race?
It is tremendously important. And I really took it seriously, studying and doing research on free people of color, on Creole folks, on Blackness at that time. I went to visit the Free People of Color Museum in New Orleans, watched documentaries about Storyville, truly tried to understand what mindset Grace might be in when it came to race, when it came to sexuality, colorism, all of it, in order to create a well-rounded character. And it makes me so happy that these characters are in this fantasy world and are continuing Anne Rice's legacy in this way. And so many of my friends have called me, and those who were Anne Rice fans and those who are getting to know her, and saying how seen they feel by this series. And that is what matters most. It makes me so happy.
Great. Yes. So to lean a little bit more towards Grace, we see that she is very perceptive. We can see that she's really watching. She's really careful. She's a great intermediary, especially between Louis and your mother.
Yes.
But she doesn't want to ask too many questions.
I know.
What would you like to see? How would you like to see Grace grow through at least the first season, and potentially into the second, since you've already been confirmed for a second season?
Hey, season 2. Amen. I would like Grace to have it out with Louis. Because she is so, she has to be the glue in her family. She has to hold space for all the emotions. She has to be the one who tries to keep everyone together, because there's so much loss and grief that they're dealing with, that I really want Grace to break free, to yell, to scream, to try to get Louis to tell her what's going on. She goes through such a journey in season 1. So my hope and prayer is that there can be honesty at some point. So we'll see.
That's wonderful. No, that's wonderful. All right. So I've got one more question for you. Without giving any spoilers, what do you hope people get from Grace in the upcoming episodes?
Oh man. I hope people get Grace's love for her family and for Louis, the journey of a woman having to choose herself and find her strength, and the journey of a woman who has to deal with impossible choices. So I hope people feel seen in that way.
That's absolutely beautiful. Thank you so very much for your time, everyone. Interview with the Vampire does show up. It is on AMC every Sunday at 10 o'clock. And we really appreciate it. And check out AMC Plus 1 week early. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Heather. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
So